W.A.W. and Halftime Pizza proudly present War Week Radio Chats with ring announcer and commentator Joseph Heron.
Guys, welcome. Happy Saturday, big fight night to all of you. Guys, I tell you what, this has already been a very, very fun and riveting fight card to watch on DAZN pay-per-view. Guys, in the main event later this evening, in about 35 minutes, we're going to see Canelo Alvarez, living legend, future Hall of Famer, and all-time great Mexican fighter, once again, get in the ring with John Ryder. And guys, this is going to be somewhat of a homecoming. No, this is a homecoming for him. And so I'm really anticipating, once again, maybe I'm strange in doing this, but no, I'm a passionate boxing fan first and foremost. And I'm really looking forward to it. And Puro Mexicano, brother. Maybe it's just my Mexican heritage, but I'm really looking forward to his ring entrance on this beautiful Cinco de Mayo weekend. And guys, I wouldn't have it any other way than to spend this with all of you. Once again, we love all of you guys, and you guys are La Familia, and we love spending these weekends with you. So guys, once again, we're here covering this event, and we're going to be joined by some special friends who are going to be here before the fight, calling it with us. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. It's already been a very fun fight card to watch, but it hasn't been without some controversy. Once again, earlier tonight, Alexander Gvozdyk was successful in beating up and blowing out Ricard Bolotniks, bludgeoning him over 6 rounds. Now, as soon as my special guests come in, we'll talk about the future of Alexander Gvozdyk, and we'll find out where he ranks among the elite at 175 pounds. And is he the underrated, overlooked player at 175 pounds? Once again, we also saw a very riveting fight and a slight upset regarding Gabriel Golaz Valenzuela getting the edge over Stevie Spark in a split decision victory. Once again, in my opinion, Stevie Spark deserved to get that decision in a slight margin. But once again, the judges gave it to the fighter from Guadalajara. Are you guys surprised about that? Nah, probably not. But anyway, and then we have right now going on at the tail end of the fight, Julio Cesar Martinez versus Ronald Batista from the Dominican Republic. And the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, working their magic in a 7th round knockdown. It was incorrectly called by the referee in charge, calling it a slip, overruled by the WBC, an instant replay. It was correctly changed to a 2-point round for Julio Cesar Martinez. Right, and that fight is going on right now, right? And there it is, guys. So once again, we're just waiting for a couple people to attend to join me tonight. At this time, though, let's say hello to a couple of friends in our chat. Say hello to my brother, Punchy. How you doing, my friend? And yes, Suleiman works his magic in round number 7 of this fight, right? And I also want to give a shout out to my brother, Jesus M. Saludos to you, my friend. I hope you're enjoying all of the fight action. And he also says Liam Parro versus Regis Prograis. And yes, announcing his official signing with Matchroom Sport. There's been a lot of criticism in him opting to sign with Matchroom Sport over Top Rank. And when you look at the guys that he's been calling out lately, right, at Top Rank, or in the 140-pound division. More specifically, Jose Ramirez, right? Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, a rematch at 140 pounds. You question why on earth would he sign with Matchroom Sport, and guys, we just got a stoppage in the 11th round with Cesar Martinez. Gets the big stoppage in the 11th round in a very action-filled, riveting fight. Very good performance by Julio Cesar Martinez, in which, Bautista really made a fight out of it. And we didn't expect any less. In the 112-pound division, this is what you get customarily. And looks like his corner is, they're a little miffed with the stoppage by the referee in charge. But that's it, guys. And now on to the main event of the evening. We get it. But I tell you what, let's give a big shout out to also my brother, John McSmith. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for being a big part of the show last night. I'll tell you what. And Poncha says, BS stoppage. I'm going to ask you this, brother. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? This is in Guadalajara, Mexico, right? Are you surprised? Joe, what is your ethnicity? Do you really have to ask that? Well, I guess that's a good question. Well, considering my surname is of German descent. My father was, and once again, Herren is a different spelling of Ehren, which is gentleman in Spanish, or in German, right? Gentleman in German. But my mother, her surname is Alvarado. So I guess you could say I'm half Anglo, half Hispanic, right? So half of my family is of Mexican heritage. So there it is. Stevie Spark, he's saying Stevie Spark got upset. Yep, indeed. And he says, salute, Big Joe. I'm fine, thanks. Hope you and yours are well. Yes, we are, brother. It is big fight night, don't you know? So all is well, brother. And once again, thank you for being a good sport, and thank you for hanging with us, my brother. It means a lot to me. And once again, we always value your input on this show. And thank you for contributing to a very fun show last night. Once again, your input is always greatly appreciated, my friend. We want to welcome our brother Juice to the show. Salute, Mr. Herron. Glad you're active, calling the fight for us fans. Yes, indeed. And once again, I'm just waiting now for all of our special guests to be here while I actually call the action tonight. And once again, this is in case you want a more unbiased, right, calling of the action. Turn your TV down, turn your computer down, however you're watching the fight, and you can hear it from us, brother. And John, once again, thank you, my friend. Thank you. God bless you, brother. I hope you're doing well. And you know what, brother? Smoke a bowl for yours truly, my friend, because I can't touch the stuff. And there you go. I'll tell you what, and in turn, John, I'll take a shot for you, my brother. Because honestly, what would big fight night be without some sweet amber? How do you like that, guys? Oh, and there you have it. God bless all of you guys. Here's to you. Here's to big fight night. Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder. Woo! Down the hatch, guys. Let's go over, while we have some time, big fight news, guys. Once again, it was told to me that Andy Ruiz, he goes, I got a bull already. You know what, brother? Indulge, my friend. It is big fight night. In the immortal words of Don King, hey, this is your weekend. Live like a king. right? while all the while hoping that you get in debt and hoping that you're indebted to him so that you need to fight, right? It's terrible, terrible business practice. But once again, it was very, very common back in the day. And once again, the only reason why I know any of this is because I had several great mentors teaching me everything and schooling me in the history of boxing. My two primary mentors in this business was the one and only Don Warwick-Chargin, hence the name, right? Hall of Fame matchmaker and promoter, and then the incomparable, in my opinion, greatest of all time trainer, now is Emmanuel Stewart. And they both told me that exact same story. So, guys, we're going to move forward, but big news, right? From what I was told early on, about 2 weeks ago, is that Andy Ruiz was the front runner for a big fight with Tyson Fury, and a deal was ready to be made. Unfortunately, Andy Ruiz and his brain trust unwisely priced themselves out, and now apparently Top Rank and Tyson Fury is moving on. And so now a deal is very close to being made with the Big Bang, Zhilei Zhang, for a fight in July, Wembley Stadium. And what they're talking about now is potentially being, as to what I've been told from one of the brass at Top Rank, right, is that this could potentially be one of the biggest pay-per-views, if not the biggest selling in the history, since the advent of pay-per-view, in the history of heavyweight boxing. And they're looking at the potential sales of pay-per-view for this event in China. Now, think about this, guys. If Joe Joyce versus Zhilei Zhang did, at 5 a.m, did over 7 million pay-per-view buys, how many do you think Tyson Fury versus Zhilei Zhang is going to reach? Right? And that's what they're looking at. So it's going to be not only a pay-per-view in the UK, possibly in the States as well. They're still determining that. But in China, guys, that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. And a huge fight. So leave in the comment section, guys. Do you think Zhilei Zhang has a possibility of an upset? Right? Do you think? Now, once again, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, Zhilei Zhang is the Chinese Corey Sanders, God rest his soul. For 3 to 4 rounds, you can't think of currently in the heavyweight division a more dangerous fighter other than Deontay Wilder, right? For the first 3-4 rounds. But after that, well, he looks like he tends to fade. But he's still a live dog. Is there a chance for an upset in your opinion? And John McSmith says this. Salute Venezuelan jockey Javier Castellano, riding Mage to win in the greatest 2 minutes in the sports, the Kentucky, or 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby. I always loved the Kentucky Derby, and shame on me for not being as interested earlier today, right? But obviously I was a little busy getting ready for this coverage, right? Getting ready for this fight. But yeah, the Kentucky Derby is always riveting, especially when you have some long green on the line, right? When you have some money invested at in the outcome, it makes the event, it cranks it up a notch. In the immortal words of David St. Hubbins of Spinal Tap fame, it turns it up to 11, right? And guys, if you're interested in putting some long green, once again, I love the group round bet for tonight's main event. And that's a Saul Canelo Alvarez knockout victory between rounds 4 through 6. I love that bet, and I'll explain why in a little bit. And he goes, well, 20 million pay-per-view purchases for Zhilei Zhang and Tyson Fury. So let me ask you this, guys. Do you think the signing of Matchroom Sport with, oh, wow, Mage was a 15-1 betting underdog? Holy cow. And you know what's amazing is the reason why everyone says, oh, it's a major upset, that actually comes from horse racing. Wasn't the horse upset a long shot to beat Secretariat? And because of that, everyone started saying, well, he's going to pull off an upset. He's going to pull off the upset here. Because of, well, the long shot upset, well, defeating Secretariat in the Kentucky Derby, right? Isn't that where it is? Isn't that where it comes from? Please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yes, 15-1 odds. That's amazing. Oof, if I could go back in time. But guys, we're on the cusp of watching Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder. Once again, you talk about long odds. Right now, Canelo Alvarez is currently a 16-1 betting favorite, with John Ryder from the UK being the 8-1 betting underdog. And considering the style matchup, considering the 7,000 feet elevation where they're fighting, considering also the, the obvious gifts and the skills that Canelo Alvarez has going into this matchup, considering this is a homecoming, yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that this is a 16-1, that Canelo Alvarez is only a 16-1 betting favorite. And once again, the odds have been pushed since even the start of this event. According to the BetMGM, the book that we always consider, it's actually grown now, widened from a 16-1 betting favorite to a 20-1 betting favorite since the start of this event. How do you like that? So now it looks like the odds are, if you'd like to bet, Canelo Alvarez is a minus 2,000, and John Ryder is a not so live betting underdog at plus 900 at this time, right? Are you saying no idea to the upset origin? Yeah, check it out, man. Look it up. Google Magic, my friend. Google Magic. And once again, yeah, that's where upset comes from. Upset was the name of the horse. Upset, I think it was the name of the horse that actually defeated the mighty Secretariat. It was such a massive shock that people started saying, hey, he's going to pull off the upset, right? Going to pull off the upset. And that's where it comes from. Canelo. I don't know what that means. God bless you guys. And thank you for hanging with us. If you could just hold on just 1 second. I'm going to see where some of my guests are right now. Okay. Just a minute, guys. I'll be back on the air in just 1 second. Well, I'll stay on the phone with you guys. I'll stay on the air, with you guys. Well, I tell you what. All right, there it is. And I tell you what, let me ask you something, guys. What are your thoughts on the DAZN coverage up to this point? Are they doing a great job? Are they doing a decent job? Are they doing a sufficient job? Because a lot of people, and once again, not just their coverage. And he says, Seabiscuit, the greatest. He says, Secretary didn't lose, did he? Not sure. I haven't looked it up in a while. I haven't done my history research in a while regarding horse racing. But I think that's why upset became a thing. Because, yeah, he lost. And he was upset by upset. Maybe I'm wrong. And to bring us up on NBA news, Lakers whooping the Kings. Chingao. In my opinion, guys, and before we start talking more about boxing, I don't even watch the NBA anymore. In my opinion, because I'm an old school fan of the great old NBA. This version of it has become an unwatchable product. That's just my opinion. Now, once again, maybe I'm just old. Maybe I used to love the old NBA rivalries of the 80s, late 70s. But yeah, it's become an unwatchable product. And I have to say this, guys. And once again, I hope all of you guys appreciate. And once again, you may not like this matchup, but in my opinion, this is irrelevant. We have the opportunity, while he's still active, to see a future Hall of Famer in action, right? And especially in the proud country of great Mexican fighters. So I'm expecting a great introduction and ring walk from Canelo Alvarez. Everyone's there. Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera. You're talking about Julio Cesar Chavez. Yeah, this should be a spectacle. Guys, please let me know exactly what your favorite ring entrances are. Because, you know, there have been some great ones in the past. And I have to say, in Germany, there have been a lot of great ring entrances. Like what comes to mind immediately. And what turned out to be a stinker of a fight. The ring entrances were actually a lot more entertaining. Vladimir Klitschko versus David Haye comes to mind. What a fantastic ring entrance. That was awe-inspiring. Damn shame the fight didn't play out that way. Also, you look at the ring entrance for Der Chisora Vitaly Klitschko with all of the past greats there in hologram form. Or I think that might have been Sam Peter. Also, yeah, I like him because of my Mexican heritage. I love the Cinco de Mayo 2 years ago. Ring entrance for Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. That was amazing. And once again, yes, the pre-fight pageantry. Always. Once again, I always love this stuff. I love this stuff. I look forward to this stuff, especially Cinco de Mayo weekend. And once again, guys, I hope you appreciate all of this because we are seeing live one of the great Mexican fighters of all time. He may go down, as far as accomplishments go, as the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. And we get to see him live. That's reason to celebrate. Even if you think he's a bum. And I just in jest, I just say that. Right? Because of our very special guest yesterday. Guys, hold on. I'm going to contact my brother. Just 1 second. So I will be back in just 1 moment. And here we are, guys. Once again, we're back. And we're getting ready for the main event of the evening. Once again, Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder, the seemingly overmatched John Ryder. Once again, the style matchup is a horrific one for him. Once again, you don't dare box from mid to long range against a gentleman with some of the best reflexes in boxing. Right? And if you close the distance, right? And if you close the distance, well, you're fighting then one of the best inside fighters in boxing. One of the more creative combination punches in boxing. So what do you do if you're John Ryder? How do you win this fight? That's a big question, guys. Big question mark for this. So what do you do if you're John Ryder? Well, that's a very, very big dilemma. But, hey, I'm sure, well, he insists and his team insists that he's not just happy to be here. What are you going to do? Knock out Saul Canelo Alvarez? You going to knock him out? No one's ever come close. Do you plan on winning the decision in his hometown of, oh, well, let's see this. Who won the co-main event? Well, that was Julio Cesar Martinez in an 11th round BS stoppage. But even if it had gone to the 12th, he would have easily, clearly won the fight. One with a knockdown, extra point for a knockdown in the 7th, as well as a point deduction for hitting after the belt, or hitting after the bell from Bautista, right? So Bautista had 2-point deductions. So yeah, even if there hadn't been a stoppage call by the referee in charge, he would have easily won a decision. But that's the official verdict, is the 11th round stoppage by Julio Cesar Martinez, right? And there it is. But right now, guys, we're just waiting for the action, the main event to start, the pre-fight pageantry, so to speak. So here it comes, hopefully. Hold on, guys, while we are waiting. Now, here is the tail of the tape, guys. We're getting ready to get started. So Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder. Let's announce first the tail of the tape for the title challenger. Once again, John the Gorilla Ryder, who's no spring chicken. He's going to come to the ring at age 34. Fighting out of the southpaw stance, if that even matters because of the way he fights. He stands 5'9" tall in the center of the ring. He fights fine at 72-inch reach from London, England, in the UK. He comes into the ring with a very good record, 32 wins, 5 losses, 18 big wins coming by way of knockout. That is a tail of the tape for John the Gorilla Ryder. So now we're getting ready for the ring entrances and the anthems of both countries, right? Gorilla, that's racist. Oh, Chingao. Oh, I tell you what. Guys, with all due respect, what the hell is this? Are you guys listening to this? Hold on just 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to check on our visitor. Well, here it is, guys. It looks like, unfortunately, I might be stood up tonight. So it looks like it's just you guys and myself. We're going to have fun, though, calling this fight as short or as long as it lasts. That calls for another shot of Sweet Amber. How do you guys like that? If you guys are indulging with me, please tie one on with me, guys. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you for hanging with me. Here's to you guys, real men of genius, and here's to Big Fight Night. God bless all of you. Here comes the national anthem of Mexico. You know what's amazing is I actually had to sing the anthem from Mexico at 2 events, and it's not that easy, guys, because it modulates and changes keys midway through the song. Here, check this out. My apologies for speaking through this and potentially being disrespectful. And there it is, guys. That was the Mexican national anthem. And yeah, we're getting started, guys. And once again, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this live coverage of Canelo versus Ryder. And it's very cool. I love doing this, guys, because I got my start in calling live fight action actually on the radio, AM radio, sports talk radio, in covering Lou Savari's cards about a decade and a half ago, 15 years ago, guys. So I absolutely love calling fights on the radio, right? So yeah, let's check out the entrance pageantry for one underdog, John Ryder. The gorilla. Wow, and they have Creed in the background, higher. You know, I hate to admit this, but I used to play that in a cover band I was in over 20 years ago. There it is, guys. Now listen to the boos, the cascade of boos in the very hostile environment for John Ryder. Yeah, he's facing a cascade of boos of over 51,000 Mexican diehard Canelo fans. Okay, look, I have to criticize this now. Is it really walking out to a cupcake like Sam Smith? Come on. Could you pick a less masculine song to come out to a prize fight with? Chingao, and you look at him, he's skipping now to the ring. Oh boy, the gorilla is skipping to a song by Sam Smith. Well, wonders never cease, guys. Wonders never cease. Oh, Chingao. So once again, guys, do you think he can win a decision? Not likely. Do you think he can do the seemingly impossible and knock out one of the more defensively responsible fighters in boxing, Canelo Alvarez? Highly unlikely, guys. But hey, we'll see. This is boxing indeed. The theater of the unexpected. We'll see what happens, guys. Once again, this is for the undisputed 168-pound super middleweight crown with all titles on the line here. Can John Ryder do it? 5 losses on his record, but someone who's been learning on the job and improving with every performance. Getting a decision victory over Danny Jacobs and a dubious, well, technical KO over Zach Parker to get here. Whether or not he deserves it, he is here at this time. Now, guys, come on. Here we go. Here comes Canelo Alvarez, and here's his entrance pageantry. Boy, listen to that crowd. Oh, boy. Not my favorite ring announcer. Maybe I'm a little biased. And obviously, they show the knockout of Amir Khan. Goodness gracious. Oh, Chingao. Oh, boy. And they show him playing golf. Chingao. I will say this, guys, not to take anything away from Canelo Alvarez, but when all of his siblings were on the stage during media week earlier this week, none of his siblings have red hair, and none of the other fighting Alvarezes are blessed with the same skills or reflex or athletic gifts that he has. Dare I say this, guys? Maybe the postman did indeed ring twice in the Alvarez household. Did I just say that out loud? Here it is, guys. Once again, here's Canelo Alvarez coming to the ring. And here comes Canelo Alvarez, guys. Oh, boy. What a sight. Look at that stadium. Oh boy, John McSmith. Yay, Ginger. Brother, come on now. Come on now. Look, I don't care if you don't like him. Doesn't matter. He's a future Hall of Famer. And while he's still active, you should all be tuned in. And once again, John McSmith, I know that you didn't purchase this pay-per-view, but you're still watching it. God bless you, brother. And he's wearing a crown. Go figure. And right now, Gogi just messaged me, Coach Gogi, saying, yeah, you guys all paid for this pay-per-view, and I'm watching it for free in Mexico, the way it should be. Yep, the way it should be, the way it used to be back in the day for every great. I mean, me, Joe, you just called him the bastard child of Postman. Well, just call it like I see it, my friend. Just call it like I see it. Let's see. None of his other siblings have the same, even close amount of talent. And he's the only one in his family with red hair. Brother, you connect the dots. And you formulate a different picture than that. Guys, let's pour another shot. It's big fight night. Saturday nights on DAZN pay-per-view. And here comes Canelo Alvarez. I have to tell you guys, this entrance is very underwhelming to me. I thought they would include past Mexican greats who are there in attendance, like Chavez, like Barrera, like Morales. Goodness gracious. Well, here we go, guys. Oh, boy. Here we go, guys. Let's call this fight. Let's see it. Let's call the action as we see fit, right? And yeah, to prove me wrong, my friend. Prove me wrong. So both men are in the ring now. There's his trainer, Eddie Reynoso, and Chapo Reynoso. Or Chepo? Is that how you pronounce it? Look at that crowd of over 51,000 strong. So once again, Gorilla, looks like you're going to need a knockout because I highly doubt you're going to win a decision. Just ask Stevie Sparks. Beautiful ring entrance. And now we go to the official ring announcer for the official pre-fight introductions. Yeah, Ponche, I'm with you, brother. I am disappointed in this ring entrance. Honestly, the Cinco de Mayo 2021 ring entrance for the Billy Joe Saunders fight kicked this one in the ass, right? And yep, John McSmith, you have the beat. Just like Coach Gogi said, watch for Ryder sucking wind as early as the second or third round. That's why I love the bet, 4 through 6 round bet for the Bet MGM, right? For a plus 350. So if you bet 1,000 guys, you win 3,500. That's what I just did. So here we go, guys. Are you ready for Canelo versus Ryder? Guys, before this starts, join me in doing a shot. Happy Saturday big fight night to all you guys. Down the hatch. Look, guys, the only judge I've ever heard of, and I've been doing this for 20 years, is Joe Pascal. Joe Pascal, that's it. Which means, yeah, they don't expect this one to go to the scorecards. There's none of these except for Joe Pascal's a world-class judge, right? In my opinion, guys, this is one of the worst ring announcers to get this world-class assignment. Oh, with those nasty dreads, boy, I'm sure his pillow smells wonderful, doesn't it? Chingao. Yeah. Diamante sucks ass. You can just say that, brother. Once again, I would love to have an assignment like this. Exactly, brother. Thank you for joining me, guys. And once again, we're about to call the action for Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder live in Guadalajara, Mexico. The homecoming for Canelo Alvarez. The Gorilla, John Ryder, with a spectacular record of 32-5. 32-5 with 18 knockouts from London, England. Right? The Gorilla, Chingao. Dude, shut up. You don't know a lick of Spanish. Shut the hell up. That is true. He is the only undisputed champion of the relatively new super middleweight division, right? All right, shut the hell up, Diamante. Let's get this fight on the road. Come on now. Oh boy, here it comes now, guys. The official introductions have been made. Well, let's get the show on the road. He said, what kind of booze is that, Joe? Well, it's none other than Sweet Amber. Do you know what Sweet Amber is? If you don't drink, it is Jack Daniels. Yes. Yes, and I'm one of the few that didn't boycott it for their bullshit ad, right? I still am very loyal to my Sweet Amber, Jack Daniels. Here it comes, guys. They touch gloves. Now we've got to fight, guys. And once again, Alvarez has seemingly a lot to prove with this endeavor. right? Is he still the face of boxing? Is he still the dominant fighter that he seemingly has been at 168 after a very lackluster year or seemingly disappointing year? Well, here it comes. The fight is officially started. First bell rings. Both men posturing in the ring in a very small ring at 18 feet. Guys, once again, look at the size of this ring. It's tiny. Both men posturing in the center of the ring. Both men standing from mid-range, but they're not doing very much. And once again, don't expect much in the first round because most of the time it's a feeling out round. You do not want to get caught with something big when your eyes haven't gotten adjusted to the speed and the movement of your opponent, right? So Ryder, uncharacteristically standing from, well, mid-range, mid to long range, and hasn't really done much, hasn't really thrown anything out there. Canelo Alvarez trying to bait into, and once again, he lunges in John Ryder from mid-range. Both men just posturing still. Canelo flicking out a jab. Attempts to throw a body shot, and it lands right the liver. Best punch so far in a minute and a half, almost into the round. But both men just posturing, standing in the center of the ring. John Ryder looking at, and he lunges in and throws a decent little combination on the inside. This is once again, John Ryder doing the right thing if he's going to be fighting from mid to long range. And now he's muscling Canelo against the ropes, tries to throw a combination, hard combination on the inside. Canelo's not having any part of it. He's covering up. And the ref is letting them fight, doing the right thing. John Ryder now moves back in the center of the ring, standing from long range, right? So didn't really take advantage of Canelo on the ropes. And there you go, both guys. Now, once again, you've got to watch for a headbutt here because John Ryder is a southpaw, and right now he is doing a wide southpaw stance from mid to long range. Both men meet in the center of the ring once again. Canelo flicking out the jab. Once again, that's just a little touch jab. Now is a hard sinking jab with a hard right hand the inside. That is blocked by John Ryder. Hard uppercut. Barely misses. Ryder, very tough customer, but is he prepared to take this kind of onslaught from Canelo? Right now, it is a feeling out round for both men. Both men don't want to overcommit right now before their eyes get adjusted to the timing and rhythm of their opponent. Hard jab right now, followed up by a touch jab from Canelo Alvarez. Canelo covering up using the high guard defense. End of round number one. Guys, it's a feeling out round. Once again, it's very look. Yes, a very small ring, 18 feet. From what I understand. So, guys, in rounds like that, normally, I usually like to score it even, right? Not much happening. And you don't want a round like this that's very uneventful without any action to determine the winner of the fight, right? So here it is, whistle blows, everyone out. Here comes the beginning of the second round, 18-foot ring, guys, for both Canelo and John Ryder. Round two begins. Both men meet in the center of the ring. Now, Canelo Alvarez being the ring general, seemingly. John Ryder from mid to long range still in the southpaw stance. Both men are looks like no one has the edge in foot placement right now. And John Ryder looks like he is, well, now he goes for a straight left hand. That misses the mark. Canelo feinting right now. Hard right hand is blocked by John Ryder. Good right hand, straight right hand by Canelo to the stomach. Another one by Canelo Alvarez. Once again, trying to push John Ryder back or trying to invite him into pressing the action, coming forward. And once again, guys, most of the time when a counterpuncher pulls up the high guard, he's trying to invite his opponent to let his hands go. Right now, though, very little happening. John Ryder not doing much. And considering, hard right hand by Canelo Alvarez. Partially blocked, but partially landed. Both men in the center of the ring at the 140 mark of round number 2. Canelo with the high guard, inviting John Ryder to try and let his hands go. Now, once again, guys, John Ryder is not known as a knockout puncher. I don't know what he's waiting for. Now he tries a little left hand to the inside, little touch jab. Canelo jumps in with a liver shot, jumps back out, using his feet. Hard left hook, lands for Canelo Alvarez. Right hand to the tummy of John Ryder. Once again, John Ryder jumps in and quickly jumps back out. Nothing thrown. Oh, boy. So John Ryder not doing much for the prolific counterpuncher that Canelo is. He's not giving any window of opportunity. Hard right hook, partially blocked by John Ryder, being very defensively responsible at this time. Doesn't make for a riveting fight, but yeah, he's not going to get knocked out this way. That's for sure. 25 seconds left in round number 2. Right now, Canelo Alvarez stalking John Ryder, trying to get him to open up, pulling up that high guard. Good. Pivot by John Ryder. Once again, stepping around Canelo Alvarez where he can't get countered effectively. End of round number 2. Once again, guys, 2 rounds in the books. 2 very uneventful rounds. I would give that round, though, to Canelo Alvarez. Seeing that John Ryder didn't do a damn thing. Oh, boy. Guys, let's hope that action, picks up. Well, seeing that I've been, didn't mean to press that. Seeing that I've been stood up on this Saturday night, like a virgin on prom night, right? Let's put the link down. If you guys would like to join me, please let me know. Please put on your headphones and click the link and get the fight with me. Now Canelo Alvarez, round 3 begins, 250 mark in the 3rd round. Canelo Alvarez, once again, standing from mid to short range with the high guard, with the earmuff defense. And there's Canelo Alvarez trying to stalk John Ryder. And once again, he tries an uppercut and gets countered with a hard left hook. And John Ryder, once again, landing another left hook. Pivots around him, throws a right check hook. Hard body shot by Canelo Alvarez with the right hand. And once again, John Ryder takes it well, reacts very well. 2:15 left in round number 3. And once again, John Ryder, very tough, doesn't want to commit to anything at short range. Canelo Alvarez flicking a couple jabs, hoping to get John Ryder open up. Good combination, but John Ryder finds its mark at the 151 mark of round number 3. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez, finds its mark, but John Ryder takes it well and actually throws a combination of his own at the 135 mark of round number 3. Now, Canelo Alvarez is right there in his wheelhouse. Oh, boy. It looks like, yep, John Ryder is trying to use that southpaw position from mid-range. Well, best of luck, brethren. Once again, he lunges in. And it's quite surprising that Canelo Alvarez hasn't adjusted and actually made him pay for lunging in. There he goes with the left uppercut. Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder actually picks it off, makes Canelo miss at 48 seconds left in the third round. Once again, John Ryder making a very good account of himself in round number 3. But John Ryder, now I have to ask this question now because it's very uneventful once again in round number 3. Failure to commit to any kind of offensive assault, a serious one. And once again, good combination for John Ryder in the inside. Good left uppercut in the inside. Finds its mark. Canelo takes it well. But you have to, hard right hand is partially blocked. Throws another one, partially blocked by John Ryder, doing a great job of keeping that left hand up at the tail end of round number 3. End of round. Oh, boy. Tell you what, that right hand of Canelo Alvarez finding its mark. The reddens the face of John Ryder, busting him up in the nose and bloodying his lip. Ooh, I tell you what, it, oh boy. Good uppercut by John Ryder. And once again, we're watching the replay of this. Here comes a right hook by Canelo Alvarez. Nope, partially blocked like I called it. But you wonder, though, is John Ryder actually just interested in merely trying to survive this fight, right? Can't match firepower with Canelo Alvarez. And so once again, round 4 begins. So Chris Mannix calls it in his unofficial scorecard, 2 rounds of 1 for Canelo. I have it 2 rounds, Canelo, 1 round even, right? Obviously, the first one being the even round, right? Good right hand for Canelo Alvarez. And once again, John Ryder tries to lunge in, throwing a combination on the inside, blocked by Canelo Alvarez. Once again, remaining in the high guard defense. Canelo Alvarez at the 2:13 mark of round number 4, trying to close the distance. John Ryder immediately trying to lunge in and tie up Canelo Alvarez. Not really doing much. Left hand to the liver by Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder answers with a combination on the inside. Both men are at mid to long range. Now they actually tie up in the inside. Both men are in the center of the ring at 145 left in round number 4. Both men are not letting their hands go, waiting for each other to open up, to give them some much needed targets. At 126, not very much happening. Both men in the center, a hard right hand by Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder takes it well, and he turns Canelo Alvarez. But once again, John Ryder has a big red face. And Canelo Alvarez, once again, he smells blood in the water. He feints with the left hook. Immediately covers up at 102 left in round number 4. John Ryder throws a 1-2 down the middle. It's blocked. Canelo Alvarez, once again, stalking, putting pressure on John Ryder, but not much happening. John Ryder wisely turning Canelo Alvarez. A nice shot in the liver by Canelo Alvarez that lands. A good hard right hand jab by John Ryder. Immediately throws the left hand and turns Canelo Alvarez, pivoting so he can't get countered effectively. Very smart. Hard right hand by John Ryder. And once again, there's a headbutt. Canelo claiming it. And, hard right hand to the body by Canelo Alvarez. Hard right hand the inside by Canelo Alvarez at the 18-second mark of round number 4. Now things hopefully starting to heat up. And once again, both men posturing in the corner. And round number 4 comes to a close. Oh, boy. Ai Chingao. So far, guys, outside of a couple of action-filled spurts, not much happening through 4 rounds. But John Ryder, his face is a bloody mask. Canelo looks like he's barely breaking a sweat, but John Ryder, well, through the 4 rounds of action, looks like he is sucking wind. And his nose is profusely running. They have both nostrils plugged up. Now they pull it out. And he's got a small cut on the right eyebrow. Doing a very good job, his corner, of stopping the bleeding. Round number 5 begins. Both men meet in the center of the ring. Hard left hook by Canelo Alvarez. Hard right hand by Canelo Alvarez. Lands at 2:45 of round number 5. John Ryder, I tell you what, he's a tough guy. Taking all of these shots pretty well, but looks like he's sucking wind. And obviously, a hard left hand tried by John Ryder. Canelo blocks it well, but it gets countered with a right straight jab that finds its mark at the 2:24 mark of round number 5. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez at the 2:14 mark of round number 5. John Ryder. Now, I don't know what he expects to do to win this fight, but it looks, in my opinion, looks like he's trying to survive at the 2-minute mark of round number 5. Both men tangle in the center of the ring. Now Canelo feints, throws a 1-2 down the middle, and now steps around him, steps to the side. Hard right hand by Canelo Alvarez, and John Ryder's kind of posturing, kind of toying with Canelo Alvarez. I don't know why he's doing that. You're not doing anything effectively, brother. Hard right hand floors John Ryder in round number 5 at the 1:30 mark. And he's looking at his corner, down on one knee, and he gets up at the 8 count with a bloody nose. Here comes Canelo Alvarez, smelling blood in the water, flooring the knockout, scoring the knockdown once again. Here comes John Ryder, and once again, he's trying to fight back. Canelo Alvarez, he jumps in with a straight left hand, immediately tries to smother Canelo Alvarez, tying him up. Hard right hand for Canelo Alvarez at the 56-second mark of round number 5. Here comes Canelo Alvarez trying to close the show in round number 5. A check left hook or check right hook by John Ryder at the 45-second mark. Hard left hand scores for John Ryder. Once again, doing a very good job of, well, fighting back in the wake of adversity from Canelo Alvarez in round number 5. Here comes Canelo Alvarez. Hard left uppercut from John Ryder scores, but Canelo Alvarez once again trying to see another opening. Canelo Alvarez once again from mid-range. Here he comes. He's got John Ryder against the ropes in the corner and fails to let his hands go. Tries to tie him up. Canelo immediately pushes him off. 10 seconds left in the round. Oh, boy. Big round for Canelo Alvarez. Scores the first knockdown in the bout. And John Ryder, bloody nose, bloody face, gets knocked down in the 5th. And he is sucking wind while Canelo Alvarez is merely standing up in the corner. Very confident, seemingly taking control of this fight. Let's see what scored the knockdown officially. Hard right hand. Yep. Drops John the Gorilla Ryder. Hard right hand finds its mark. Shot 30, guys. God bless you guys for hanging with me. So, John, what are you going to do to win this fight, brother? You can't match firepower with the Canelo Alvarez. You obviously can't take his best shot. You're getting busted up over 5 rounds. Round 6 begins. John Ryder, here comes a straight right hand. And once again, Canelo Alvarez with the southpaw killer trying to throw the straight right hand. John Ryder taps Canelo with the left hook and knocks Canelo Alvarez off balance. Once again, what are you going to do to win this fight, brother? 2:25 left in round number 6. Hard left hand lands for John Ryder, and Canelo seems to take it well, but John Ryder now fighting back, making a good account of himself. Good right hand to the body of Canelo Alvarez by John Ryder. 2:04 left in round number 6. Oh, John Ryder, and he does a good combination from the body and head. Mickey Ward combination. At the 150 mark of round number 6, hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez and moves John Ryder back. John Ryder immediately steps forward, ties up Canelo Alvarez. 138 left in round number 6. Canelo Alvarez now trying to get the better of the exchanges. Both men leaning on each other in the center of the ring at the midway mark of round number 6. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez once again. Good jab by Canelo Alvarez. Good jab by John Ryder to answer. Straight left hand lands for John Ryder. 110 left in round number 6. Good left hand, good left uppercut for John Ryder, but doesn't seem to have the power to face Canelo Alvarez. Good straight right hand lands once again for Canelo Alvarez at the 52-second mark of round number 6. And he misses a hard right hand that had really bad intentions. John Ryder getting the brunt of the exchanges, but then posturing against the ropes at the 25-second mark of round number 6. It looks like Ryder is going to make it out of round number 6 with 15 seconds left to go. Hard right hook for Canelo Alvarez lands. And boy, the marksman, Canelo Alvarez, really, it's so difficult to actually anticipate where his punches are going to be coming from. Very creative combination puncher. End of round 6, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Tell you what, as of right now, guys, I have this 4 rounds to 1 with an even round, right? Or I should say 5 rounds to 0 with an even round in round number 1. This is all Canelo, guys. And right now, Canelo's starting to suck wind. And John Ryder getting his mouthpiece in, getting the nose plugs taken out. Round 7, getting ready to begin. So now here comes Canelo with a comfortable lead going into the back half of the fight. 2:52 left in round number 7. Canelo in the center of the ring with John Ryder. John Ryder once again posturing and the southpaw stance with his front foot in the inside. And once again, John Ryder, what do you expect to do to win this fight? You're not doing much, brother. Canelo landing easily the harder, more effective, and impactful shots throughout 6 rounds of action. 2:20 left in round number 7. John Ryder attempts a 1-2 down the middle, blocked with not much behind it. Now he tries a hard left hand, blocked by Canelo Alvarez. Both men sitting in close quarters. Hard right hand for Canelo Alvarez, and John Ryder takes it well. Hard right hook by John Ryder. Canelo takes it well. Both men now from mid to long range. Now here comes Canelo closing the distance. Lands a combination on the inside. John Ryder takes it well. Canelo covering up. Now lands a hard right hand the inside. Now hard combination by John Ryder. At 1:30 left in round number 7. Oh, boy. John Ryder looking a little reluctant to let his hands go. Now, once again, you look at total punches. 218 thrown, 81 landed for Canelo, 203 thrown, and only 41 landed by John Ryder. Like I said, this is uncharacteristic of John Ryder. Once again, looking like he is tentative because he doesn't want to give those targets or openings to the prolific counterpuncher that Canelo Alvarez is. 42 seconds left in round number 7. Canelo Alvarez misses wildly with the right hook. Now throws a right hand, misses the mark. John Ryder still bleeding profusely now. Canelo Alvarez at 25 seconds left in round number 7. Tries to cut off the ring, close the distance. Hard right hand, lands to the forehead of John Ryder. John Ryder backing up. Hard right hand, lands for Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder takes it well. 10 seconds left in round number 7. Not very much happening at the tail end of round number 7. Round comes to an end. And guys, right now, this is all, if you're looking at the clean, effective, and consequential punching of this fight, this is all Canelo Alvarez. And obviously, it's turned John Ryder, customarily offensively minded fighter, turning him into a more tentative shell of himself, right? So Canelo Alvarez still remaining on his feet. Now John Ryder up on his feet as well. Them trying to stop the bleeding through the proboscis of John Ryder, right? Hold on. John McSmith says, I have Alvarez in 5, and he let Ryder off the hook. Once again, it's very difficult to get someone out of there, a world-class opponent who is not interested in letting his hands go, right? And Ryder got dog. Yes, indeed. Ryder is definitely a tough customer. We already knew that going in. Round 8 begins. 2:40 into round number 8. And Canelo Alvarez trying to do his best to close the show, trying to get John Ryder to open up from mid-range. He doesn't. He's covering up, not letting his hands go. Now he throws a short right hand the inside. And John Ryder, well, through 7 rounds of action, hard right hand by Canelo Alvarez. He's got Ryder against the ropes. Ryder wisely ties up. He has one hand free, though. The referee breaks them up, creates that distance at the 2-7 mark in round number 8. Boy, this is a tiny ring, guys, isn't it? Okay, elbow pushes. Once again, Canelo trying to create that guard manipulation, trying to open up some, well, targets. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez. Straight right hand down the middle. Lands. Hard right hand lands again for Canelo Alvarez. Once again, he's found a target for that hard right hand. Hard jab lands for Canelo Alvarez. Once again, he tries to double it up. Oh, John Ryder, good combination on the inside, but Canelo Alvarez takes it well at the 120 mark of round number 8. Good jab, doubles up with the jab, misses with the left hand for John Ryder. Canelo Alvarez now, guys, standing from mid to short range. Canelo Alvarez covering up, blocking most of John Ryder's offense. Now, short left hand lands for Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder trying to actually mount some offense from mid-range. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez. He thinks he has John Ryder in trouble at the 52nd mark of round number 8. Now in the center of the ring, 40 seconds left in the round. Both men posturing now. Hard right hand, barely misses for Canelo Alvarez, down the chute. Hard right hand, once again, barely misses for Canelo Alvarez, down the chute. 25 or 20 seconds left in round number 8. And it looks like John Ryder is merely trying to cover up and survive, not really doing anything major offensively. Looks like he wants to reach the finish line. Hard right hand, drops John Ryder. Once again, that looked like fatigue because he partially blocked that shot. And the round comes to a close. And guys, I don't agree with that. Once again, it was a knockdown. But according to the referee in charge, the bell rang before that. I don't like that call, guys. Bam! Hard right hand, floors John Ryder. Why wasn't that a knockdown? They said it was a slip or he stepped on his foot. I don't agree. But then again, it was partially blocked. So maybe referee, the third man in charge or third man in the ring, maybe he had a better view of things. Once again, he doesn't call it a knockdown. He said it was a trip. Yep. Round number 9 begins. Both men meet in the center of the ring. So John Ryder proven to be a tough customer. Once again, looking to just make it to the finish line. Not really doing anything to win this fight. But, boy, he's a tough guy. At 2:35 left in round number 9. Both men are in close quarters. Both men exchange. John Ryder trying to step around to his left. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez. Good combination by John Ryder on the inside. Immediately ties him up. Referee in charge breaks up the action at 2:10 left in round number 9. Good uppercut by John Ryder. Good snapping of the jab by John Ryder. Canelo answers with a straight right hand. Hard left hand lands for Canelo Alvarez to the liver. Hard right hand partially blocked by John Ryder. Both men in very mid to short range, exchanging now. My apologies, guys. $1:28 left in round number 9, midway through the round, and, well, not very much happening, guys. Canelo Alvarez now throws a 1-2 down the middle. It's partially blocked by John Ryder, and he seems to be taking all of this punishment very well. But still, his face is showing worse for wear. Short right hook lands for John Ryder, and immediately they tie each other up at the minute mark of round number 9. Hard right hand partially blocked by Canelo Alvarez. Now, once again, it's a hard right hand for John Ryder, or for Canelo Alvarez. Looks like it hurts John Ryder, and he's moving forward. Canelo Alvarez, pounding John Ryder now at 30 seconds left in round number 9. Trying to hold on. Ref breaks him up. Here comes Canelo Alvarez, and he's worse for wear. Pounding John Ryder. And it looks like he's on his way down. Stumbling around the ring. 15 seconds left in round number 9. Good left hand for John Ryder, fighting back gallantly. And he nails Canelo Alvarez with a hard left hand to the eye of Canelo Alvarez. And yes, he is stumbling around the ring, but now Canelo has a knot under the eye, the right eye. What a great finish to round number 9. Well, I tell you what, John Ryder is a really gallant fighter. There he goes, throwing a small combination. They're showing the replay of round number 9, the very end of it. Boom. Boom. Look at the mouse under the eye of Canelo Alvarez. And once again, he's still electing to stand up. They don't even have the end swell on the mouse under the eye of Canelo. Both men are electing to stand during the intermission 1 minute between round 9 and 10. And here comes round number 10. Time in, guys. Both men are in the center of the ring. Both men exchange. John Ryder coming out with a very aggressive-minded jab. Hard uppercut lands for John Ryder and immediately stands around or steps around Canelo, and immediately both men tie each other up. Canelo Alvarez coming forward with the high guard, lands a hard right hand, partially blocked. Both men in close quarters at the 220 mark of round number 10. Guys, 156 left in round number 10. And Canelo still moving forward under the high guard, behind the high guard, and trying to find that opening, trying to put him on his ass once again. John Ryder, what a gallant performance by this hard gentleman, by this tough guy. Once again, doing a very good job of trying to make it to the finish line. But hey, what are you doing to win, John Ryder? What are you doing to win, brother? 125 left in round number 2. Canelo Alvarez seemingly, well, almost taking the round off. Just moving forward behind the high guard, trying to find that opening. Now it's a double jab by Canelo Alvarez at the 110 mark of round number 10. Hard right hook lands for Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder takes it well. 55 seconds left in round number 10. And, well, not very much happening right now. Not Canelo seemingly taking this round off. Not really throwing anything of consequence. John Ryder tries to land a left hook, and it's blocked. But Canelo Alvarez tries a hard right hook, blocked. John Ryder, once again, scoring with the jab, but you're not going to win this fight with the jab, brother. Not at round number 10, 20 seconds left in the round. Not much happening, guys. Both men posturing from mid to long range in the center of the ring. Canelo Alvarez tries to lunge him with a hard right hand. Not much happening, guys. End of round number 10 of the most uneventful round after round number 2. And there it is. And Ponce has the beat. He says, bravo for Ryder. Look at him bite back. Yes. And John McSmith says, Ryder doing what Garcia chose not to do. Yes, that takes balls. That takes balls, being a world-class fighter, right? So now we go into the championship rounds of this event, right? Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez. And once again, Canelo just sitting on his stool, getting ready for the championship rounds. John Ryder now electing to stay on his feet, still with the nose plugs. Going into round number 11, guys. And dare I say, since we're entering the championship rounds, it's time for another shot. Here it comes. John Ryder, having been knocked down once. Boy, he looks strong, though, still. Like he is, boy, what a warrior John Ryder is. He's been taking a beating from that straight right hand, overhand right, right cross. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez once again. John Ryder takes it well. Hard right hand to the stomach by Canelo Alvarez. Oh, I tell you what. And, oh, come on, DAZN. Once again, my clock freezes when you know it. Damn Skippy. Guys, I am I subscribe to DAZN. Purchase this event, and it freezes on me. What do you think? Now, 157 left in round number 11. Crowd is on their feet. Now my picture comes back in. Hard jab from Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder throws a combination with the left hand to the body and to the head. 135 left in round number 11. Canelo Alvarez, straight right hand, finds its mark. John Ryder takes it well. Once again, the story of this fight. Getting busted up with the right hand, but seemingly takes it well. John Ryder's fighting from mid-range. Now both guys tie each other up. At the 113 mark of round number 11, referee breaks him up. Canelo right in his grill, though, once again, throws a hard right hand the inside that finds its mark. John Ryder immediately ties him up. Referee in charge once again breaks him up at the minute mark of round number 11. Both men immediately lunge in and tie each other up once again at the 52nd mark of round number 11. Canelo Alvarez now throws a straight right hand, finds its mark. John Ryder trying to move and show Canelo different angles, trying to get away from the oncoming, but not doing a very good job of it. Once again, John Ryder standing from mid-range and is a sucker for the right hand, trying to block as much as he can at the 25-second mark of round number 11. John Ryder doing a good job now. Oh, hard right hand, partially blocked for Canelo Alvarez. 10 seconds left in the round. Round number 11. Not much happening, guys. It looks like both men are fatigued. Here we go into the final round, round number 12. Guys, I tell you what, not the knockout that I anticipated in this fight. Very fun, action-filled fight. John Ryder standing up in his corner before the 12th, and Canelo Alvarez sitting on a stool, now getting up in preparation for the 12th and final round. Here it comes. Credit to the gorilla for making it a lot longer than most anticipated in front of 51,000 Canelo fans, right? Round 12 begins. John Ryder comes out, pumping the jab. Now standing from mid-range. Now moves in close, trying to throw a combination in the inside. Hard right hand lands for Canelo Alvarez. And John Ryder immediately ties him up at the 240 mark of round number 12. In my opinion, guys, once again, boy, John Ryder needs a knockout to win, but is he interested in winning this fight? or merely making it to the finish line? We'll see, guys. 2:20 left in the round. Both men tie each other up in the center of the ring. Canelo doing everything he can at 2 minutes left in the round to try and get the knockout. But once again, doesn't want to go for broke, doesn't want to be defensively irresponsible. And John Ryder looks like he is, boy, he's a tough man. Great conditioning, but he has taken an ass whooping in this fight. 1:45 left in round number 12. And John Ryder landed a good right hook. Canelo Alvarez, boy, beating his gloves together. That means, hey, yeah, you landed a good shot, but it's of no consequence. 1:30 left in round number 12, the final round. Both men tie each other up. John Ryder actually getting the better with the exchanges in this fight, or in this round. Hard right hand misses for Canelo Alvarez. John Ryder now, both guys actually standing in the center of the ring, posturing in the center of the ring, waiting for the other to open up. Hard left hand misses. Good right hook on the inside by John Ryder at the minute mark. Canelo Alvarez is banging his gloves together saying, come on, brother. Come on, let your hands go. Let your balls hang in the center of the ring. Do whatever you can to try and win this fight. Both men tying each other up in the center of the ring. Referee in charge breaks it up at the 40-second mark. 35 seconds left in this fight. Both men in the center of the ring. Not doing very much now. Here comes John Ryder trying to press the action. Hard right hand for John Ryder on the inside. A hard uppercut in the left hand. 15 seconds left in the fight. Canelo Alvarez has 13 seconds left to try and close the show. Looks like they're both going to make the final bell, guys. Both men tie each other up in the center of the ring. Looks like that's it. John Ryder, what a tough guy. Makes it to the final bell, but I have Canelo Alvarez winning by a landslide in a wide UD12. Yep, underwhelming. Once again, guys, it almost seemed like John Ryder wasn't interested in winning this fight, merely making it to the final bell. That's my interpretation of everything. Well, I tell you what, though, this straight right hand, the left hook to the body, really found its mark all fight long for Canelo Alvarez. But John Ryder, being as tough as he is, was able to sustain the onslaught, was able to withstand the onslaught. And it looks like he once again is going to lose a wide decision to Canelo. But hey, he made it a lot longer than most of us anticipated. Right? So it says, Ponche says, Canelo will never be top 5 Mexican boxers. So please disclose who you think are the top 5. And once again, I know I can, let's see. El Finito, right, is one of them. Salvador Sanchez is another. Julio Cesar Chavez is another. Who else? Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez. I guess those are probably the 5. Guys, adding to the stream. Are you there, sir? Nope, we're going to remove you, brother. Kiss my ass. We're going to remove you. We're going to kick you from the studio, brother. Yep. Too bad. Gentleman tried to join the stream, but once again, if I can't see you, brother, I'm not going to verify you. So there it is. So Canelo Alvarez, once again, winning a very wide decision. I'm sure that's going to be the scorecard from all three judges in attendance. Ryder, once again, proving that he's a very tough guy, but once again, proving also that he can take a lot of punishment. Olivares and Morales. Yes, sir. Oh, brother, De La Hoya is an American. He's an American. He represented America in the Olympics. But come on, brother. Come on. You're saying Mexican. I'm talking about Mexican. Mexican born. Mexican raised. Not East LA, brother. Honestly, when you look at in terms of accomplishment, being a 4-division world champion from Mexico, how can you not put Canelo in the top 5? So here comes David Diamante. Oh, shut up, dude. You don't know Spanish. 120-107. Holy shit, a clean sweep with an extra point for the knockdown. Oh, boy. Yeah, wide UD by Canelo Alvarez. Once again, John Ryder seemed like he wasn't interested in doing anything to win this contest and was merely looking to survive. But I tell you what, made a solid account for himself. So your winner by unanimous decision is Canelo Alvarez. Oh, boy. So Peter Von Arch, welcome to the program, sir. Says, well, Ryder surprised me. 12 rounds. Boxing is great. Indeed it is, brother. Ponche says, now he's an emperor? Oh, boy. And Peter Von Arch says, it's his hometown. But once again, even if this were in Hackensack, New Jersey, would you have scored it any differently, Peter? That's my question, brother. So, guys, once again, is this a great litmus test for Canelo Alvarez? Once again, he is looking to fight Bivol in September. Do you see anything that tells you that he's ready for Dimitri Bivol in September? Well, in my opinion, this fight does not happen. Once again, Canelo Alvarez wants the fight to be at 175 for the WBA. Dimitri Bivol wants the fight to be at 168 for all of his belts. Canelo's belts, right? So Peter says, I would have given it to Canelo by a point. Holy shit, dude. What fight were you watching, my friend? Once again, clean, effective, and consequential punches. So this guy comes up and says, wants to come on the show and says, lick my ass. Go F yourself, brother. I'm kicking your ass out of the studio. Go F yourself. Once again, guys, this is not for the faint of heart. Says, kind of a small ring, same one you were watching. Yes, from what I understand, it was an 18 by 18 foot ring. So, guys, once again, Canelo Alvarez is victorious on this Cinco de Mayo weekend. Yeah, So what do you think? Canelo Alvarez. Is he ready for Dimitri Bivol Part 2? Is he? Look, guys, nothing is going to get him ready for Dimitri Bivol that he saw tonight. Nonetheless, guys, I'm a little disappointed that once again I was stood up by my special guests. I'm going to find out why. But until then, I'm going to log off, and I will see you tomorrow with Coach Gogi. Once again, he's been watching the fight in Mexico with all of his fighters for free. And Peter Von Arch says, yes, Bivol will smoke him again like a cheap cigar. But guys, I'm going to get some rest, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Once again, thank you guys for joining me tonight in my call of Canelo versus John Ryder. And guys, don't forget to join us tomorrow night with James Gogi. Tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. God bless all of you guys, and happy Saturday night to all of you. God bless you guys.
FightSaga.com and Halftime Pizza proudly present Royal Week Radio